Your whole life you've been giving away your power, and you didn't even realize it. Every time you reacted to someone who didn't deserve your attention, every time you explained yourself to people who were never going to understand, every moment you wasted your energy trying to prove your worth to the wrong people. You handed them a piece of yourself, a piece of your confidence, your peace, and your power, and they took it. But today, that ends. Today, I'm going to reveal 7 powerful psychological strategies inspired by Machiavelli's timeless observations on influence and human nature. These principles can help you stop reacting emotionally, stay in control, and command respect without unnecessary conflict. Most people live on autopilot. Someone insults them, they react instantly. Someone questions their decisions, they rush to explain themselves. Someone drains their energy, they keep giving more. They believe engagement is strength. They believe defending themselves proves confidence. But in reality, constant reaction often gives away control. The people who hold the most influence move differently. They don't react to every opinion. They don't explain themselves to everyone. They don't waste precious energy on people who have already made up their minds. Instead, they protect their attention as if it were the most valuable resource they own. Because it is. Think about the most respected people you've ever seen. Successful leaders, visionaries, people whose presence naturally commands attention. What do they all have in common? They're selective. They don't answer every criticism. They don't attend every argument. They don't make themselves constantly available. Their time and attention are valuable, and people instinctively respect what isn't freely given. That's what creates presence. Centuries ago, Machiavelli understood something that still applies today. Real power isn't about being the loudest person in the room. It's not about winning every debate or convincing every critic. Power is quiet. Power is patient. Power is strategic. Over the next few minutes, you'll discover 7 lessons that can completely transform how you interact with the world. You'll learn why silence often speaks louder than the perfect comeback. Why emotional control is more intimidating than anger. Why walking away from unnecessary conflict often earns more respect than winning an argument. And why protecting your attention may be the greatest form of personal power. This isn't about becoming cold or manipulative. It's not about controlling other people. It's about mastering yourself. When you stop reacting to everything, you begin choosing your responses. When you stop seeking everyone's approval, you become more confident in your own direction. And when you protect your peace instead of constantly defending it, people begin to notice a quiet strength that can't be faked. The strongest people aren't impossible to reach because they're arrogant. They're difficult to influence because they've learned where their energy truly belongs. From this moment forward, make a decision. Your attention is earned, not freely given. Your peace is protected, not negotiated. Your power belongs to you. If you're ready to take back control of your life, type this affirmation in the comments. I control my power. Now, let's begin with lesson 1. Guard your attention like gold. Let's start with the most important rule of personal power. Your attention is currency. Spend it carelessly, and you'll always feel emotionally drained. Every time you respond to unnecessary drama, argue with someone who won't listen, or obsess over criticism, you're investing your time, your energy, and your peace. But ask yourself, what are you getting in return? Most of the time, the answer is nothing. Strong people understand that not everyone deserves access to them. They don't react to every insult. They don't answer every message. They don't waste energy proving themselves to people committed to misunderstanding them. Sometimes, the most powerful response is no response at all. When you stop giving attention to people who thrive on conflict, you take back control of your emotions. Your peace becomes harder to disturb because you've learned to choose where your focus goes. From today onward, treat your attention like gold. Give it only to the people, goals, and opportunities that truly deserve it. If you agree, type this affirmation in the comments. My attention is gold. Lesson 2. Silence is your sharpest weapon. Most people fear silence because they think it makes them look weak. They believe they must defend themselves, explain every decision, and always have the last word. But real strength often looks different. When someone tries to provoke you and you instantly react, they've already captured your attention. You're playing by their rules. But when you choose silence, you take back control of the situation and, more importantly, of yourself. Silence isn't about avoiding difficult conversations. It's about knowing which conversations deserve your energy. Not every criticism needs an answer. Not every insult deserves a comeback. Sometimes your greatest statement is refusing to be pulled into unnecessary conflict. The people who speak less often carry more weight because their words are intentional. They don't waste them on arguments that lead nowhere. Remember this: silence isn't weakness. It's discipline. It's confidence. It's the ability to remain calm when others expect you to react. If this lesson resonates with you, type this affirmation in the comments. Silence is power. Lesson 3. Withdraw strategically, not completely. Most people think power means disappearing from everyone. It doesn't. Real power isn't isolation. It's intention. You don't need to cut people off or become unavailable to the world. Instead, learn to choose where your time, energy, and presence truly belong. When you're available to everyone all the time, your attention loses value. But when you're intentional about your commitments, people naturally respect your boundaries. The most influential people aren't constantly trying to be seen. They show up with purpose, contribute with confidence, and step back when their energy is better invested elsewhere. Strategic withdrawal isn't about playing games. It's about refusing to let other people's demands control your schedule or your peace of mind. Be present when it matters. Say no when it doesn't. Protect your time without feeling guilty. Your presence becomes meaningful because it's intentional, not constant. Remember, your time is limited. Spend it wisely and let your boundaries reflect your self-respect. If this resonates with you, type this affirmation in the comments. I choose my presence. Lesson 4. The power of letting go. One of the strongest things you can do is refuse to give unnecessary conflict your attention. When someone tries to provoke you, they often expect a reaction. The moment you argue, defend yourself, or fire back, they've succeeded in pulling you into a battle you never needed to fight. But when you choose not to engage, something changes. You protect your peace instead of feeding the conflict. You stop spending mental energy on people who don't deserve it. While others remain caught up in drama, you're focused on your goals, your growth, and your life. Not every criticism deserves an answer. Not every message requires a reply. Sometimes, the wisest response is to move forward without looking back. Remember, your attention is limited. Every minute spent on pointless arguments is a minute taken away from something that truly matters. The greatest victory isn't proving someone wrong. It's refusing to let them control your emotions in the first place. If you believe your peace is worth protecting, type this affirmation in the comments. My peace is my power. Lesson 5. Erase the unworthy. Not everyone deserves a place in your mind. The moment you stop giving unnecessary attention to negativity, criticism, and toxic behavior, you reclaim your energy. You don't have to argue. You don't have to prove a point. Sometimes the strongest message is simply moving forward without looking back. When you refuse to let distractions control your emotions, you become focused on what truly matters: your goals, your growth, and your peace. Remember, your attention is limited. Spend it on people and opportunities that lift you higher, not those that pull you down. Type this affirmation in the comments. I erase the unworthy. I am erasing unworthy number 5 to break the unworthy. Lesson 5. Erase the unworthy. Not everyone deserves your attention. Some people spread rumors. Some criticize everything you do. Others simply want a reaction. If you spend your time trying to correct every lie or answer every critic, you'll waste the one thing you can never get back: your time. Your energy is precious. Your attention is valuable. Protect them fiercely. You don't need everyone to understand you. You only need to stay true to your purpose and let your actions speak louder than your explanations. Remember, protecting your peace isn't selfish, it's wisdom. Type this affirmation in the comments. I protect my energy. Lesson 7. Ascend through calculated inaction. The strongest move isn't always taking action. Sometimes it's knowing when not to. Not every rumor deserves a response. Not every argument deserves your participation. Sometimes the greatest advantage comes from staying focused while everyone else is distracted by drama. While others waste energy proving themselves, choose to invest yours in your goals, your growth, and your purpose. Let your actions speak louder than your explanations. People who are secure in themselves don't feel the need to win every battle. They know that time reveals truth, consistency builds credibility, and real success is the best response to unnecessary criticism. That's the power of calculated inaction. It's not laziness, it's discipline. It's choosing progress over pointless conflict. Remember the 7 lessons you've learned. Protect your attention, value silence, set healthy boundaries, let go of unnecessary conflict, invest your energy wisely, build emotional resilience, and stay focused on what truly matters. If you're ready to stop giving away your power and start living with intention, type this affirmation in the comments. I am in control of my life.